Shalom, 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 Israel. Call halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakal Kadash. And in the ancient Hebrew tongue, that's the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His begotten Son, our Savior, Yahweh Shai. I just want to title this lesson, Esau Knows His Time Is Up. For those of you who don't know, Esau is the so-called white man. He is now being revealed in the scriptures. He is the man of sin. His time is up, man. You've got the Venezuelan quote-unquote crisis happening, where their elected president Maduro is basically being outed by the United States and their allies, which is total bullshit. Excuse my language, but it is. You let the people decide, you know, who they want their elected official to be. GMO foods that we have in America. You've got more autistic children being born more than ever now, which I believe is a direct connection to the GMO foods we're eating. You've got pedophilia now. Like I said, people are fighting for pedophile rights, which was a part of the whole LGBTQ whatever community. That's a part of that. That was the whole purpose of first establishing homosexuality as the normal. Now you're going to give rights to pedophiles. Then you're going to give rights to people who want to have sex with, fucking animals, trees, and all this bullshit. So once again, the wickedness has been spread across the country, across this earth, and the man of sin is now being revealed. Okay, a lot of you don't understand that there's order in the Bible. Okay, that there's a purpose that the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, went into captivity. Okay, because you stopped following the laws of your God. So if you stop following the laws of your God, He's going to make a no God for you. He's going to put up a no God for you. So now we have now been seeing what happens when you don't have any order. Okay, when you stop following the Father, you're out here and don't know what the fuck is going on. That's why this is labeled the valley of dry bones, of dead bones, excuse me. Meaning you're basically living, but you don't understand that you're dead. You understand? Your judgment's going to be heavy for those of you who don't come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. All right? We're in the last days, and that's why, you see these men of GMS, and first off, double honors to the elders and apostles, the double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching this truth and who rule well, and the prophets also prophesying on the highways and byways, man. Shalom to you. Excuse me for not saying that in the beginning of the video. I'm just kind of excited. I'm still kind of new to the whole video thing, but like I said, you've got men who are so-called, like I said, black, Native American, Latino men who are raising up, who are teaching this Bible in truth and sincerity, who are waking up the elect, those who have ears to hear and eyes to see. All right. That's not by coincidence. That's the Father putting these spirits on these men to basically to get the fruit. Okay, this is a holy conversation. Yet the Most High has invited certain spirits out to basically preach and prophesy His message, because no one else is doing it. That's why the planet is in total wickedness. Okay, because Esau, the so-called white man, has basically poisoned and let everyone drink from their cup of fornication. Man, that's why in the Bible. This is considered Virgin Babylon, okay? It's considered the whore. This is the country of pure wickedness, okay? Everyone has drunken from the philosophies of America. Matter of fact, let me get into some scripture. Revelation 12:15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. So the serpent being Esau, okay? That's the serpent seed. Okay, so just like the so-called Native Americans, just like the so-called blacks and Latinos, we have our power. Our power is the Most High God. Okay, He only is for the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what people don't understand. He's not for the whole world. He chose a specific nation. Okay, we're considered in the scriptures to be the apple of His eye. So no matter what we go through, He's going to keep that covenant with His chosen seed, as you can see, okay? So the serpent being on the left-hand side, you got to understand the Most High controls the left hand and the right hand. So the serpent seed not being of the Most High, not being chosen of that seed, the serpent seed, Esau, Edom, the other nations, their God is Satan. Okay? So just how we get our power, our understanding, our knowledge from on high, from the Most High, he lets Satan control the left-hand side, which is Esau, Edom. That's how they gain power. Okay? Esau's his birthright was the excuse me, not his birthright, but his one of his characteristics is that he would have the sword. The sword meaning what? Weapons. How has this country captured or basically gained control of all these nations? Through war. That's their gift. That's the white man's gift. That's Esau's gift, the sword. Okay? So the serpent seed cast out of his mouth water as a flood. That water is being, those are different philosophies. So his whole time when we've been in captivity is to make sure that we do not wake up to follow our true God, to follow the dietary laws, to stop eating pork. Okay? To on the Sabbath day, when there's a new moon on the Sabbath, to come back and to worship our God on the Sabbath day. Okay? To stop fornication, whoremongering, adultery. Okay? For a woman to be with one man. Okay? Those are laws that we were given that we're not following anymore. So when we not follow those things, this is what you get. So the serpent seed, he has, once again, we've followed him. Okay? He made sure whatever we got to, what he told the other nations, the so-called Chinese, the so-called Indian, the so-called Arab. Hey, listen, all these philosophies we gotta pump this shit out. Islam, fucking Buddhism, atheism, all of these different religions, we gotta pump this out. So that's the water being cast as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. So his whole goal was for us to be carried away, meaning for us to take these philosophies as our own, to be carried away with the philosophies of Esau, of the world. Okay, so that we be sifted out, so that now you won't know left or right. You just totally lost. That's why 2/3 have to be cut off. You got to understand, this isn't a thing of, people going to wake up one day and say, you know what? The world is just fucked up. I'm going to just change my ways. It's not going to work like that. It didn't work like that when Noah was around. It's not going to work like that now. Okay? This is a DNA thing. Okay? That's how you judge people. You judge people off the fruits of their labor. So what's on a person's mind constantly? Is it righteousness or is it wickedness? This country is built off of wickedness constantly. It's built off of the pleasure of self. No one's worshiping the Most High. No one's trying to keep His laws. When we came here, once again, one of the water that was cast out as a flood, a part of that water was the so-called white Jesus. So we knew that, okay, we at first we said, okay, white Jesus, we'll worship him. Then we got on and we said, hold up, this don't make sense. But instead of continuing to search for the Father, you just said, fuck it. That white man, that's bullshit. The Bible's bullshit. So that you just wanted to justify your wickedness. That's all. That's why 2/3 of our people and the world has to be cut off. Okay? That's why it's only going to be a select few that understand these scriptures. All right? So once again, I'm going to read it again. And this is Revelation 12:15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And once again, who's that woman? That woman is Israel. Okay? It tells you in Revelation 12:17 that the dragon or the serpent went to make war with the remnant of her seed, the woman's seed. Who's the remnant? The remnant is the ones who wake up now, who are waking up in the quote unquote end days. That's the remnant. Okay? So our whole time being, I say over the last 30 years, they've pushed out this constant one world. All religions can get to, all religions can coexist and all this bullshit. That's why this look at this country. This country not standing because everyone believes in something different. You understand? A nation can't stand that way. A nation cannot stand that way. That's false. Okay? The only way is to follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. That's the only way. Okay? There's a reason why it used to trip me out when you're young and you say, oh, diabetes runs in the family, high blood pressure runs in the family, this and that. You get older and you come into these scriptures, the shit runs in the family because you're not following the dietary laws. It's simple. It's very simple. But once again, us being a stiff-necked people, we just want to follow what the world told us, what Esau told us, what the white man told us. You don't want to follow your God. Revelation 12:12. Therefore, ye rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Woe means destruction, okay? In the Bible, whenever you see woe, that's destruction. So destruction to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath a short time. So once again, the devil using Esau, using other nations, he knew that he had a short time. So his whole goal was to capture this world. How did he capture this world? Through war, through quote unquote Jesus, that he loves us all, that all you have to do is follow him. Okay? That there's such thing as called equality. Okay? These are all things that he basically knew. Okay, I got a short time. I've got to cast this water. This, as you know, all these philosophies. I got to cast it out like as a flood onto these people so that they be carried away by it. And that's what you have going on today. That's why so many people, they don't know where to go. Okay? This is all biblical prophecy that's living out right now, that you're going through. Okay? So let me read it again. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. So rejoice to those who dwell in this book. Okay? Who are comforted by Yahushua. Okay? Understanding these scriptures, that's the comforter. That's the spirit coming onto you through Yahushua. Okay? So rejoice ye in the heavens, and ye that dwell in them, and destruction to the inhabitants of the earth. So those of you who are in the earth, who quote unquote, man, I gotta make a way. I'm trying to get this house. I'm trying to get this car. You want to be a coveter. You know what I'm saying? You believe in this system. You know, when the government shutdown happened, you was pissed. You know, what we gonna do now? And you know, you start thinking. Once again, you start thinking carnally, like, oh shit, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? You people don't understand that these are tests, man. These are government tests, man. Just to see how you react. Once again, the serpent knows. These are his tests. Oh, okay. They all calling on me. Okay, they still want to be slaves. They still want to work. All right, cool. Now, no one protested. No one, like I said before in one of my other videos, no one sat up there and said, you know, we need to come together, guys. What if this does happen? We need to learn how to, you know, grow crops. We need to learn how to barter. We need to learn, you know, to separate ourselves from this world. No one did that, man. No one did that. Showing you that everyone is fucking carnal, fleshly. You believe in this system, man. You want this shit to thrive. You literally have people out there fighting for fucking pedophile rights, man. And y'all still having children and you still want to be here in this system? That's scary, man. I've got a 2-year-old, excuse me, at this point, in a couple months he'll be 3. But I got a 3-year-old. What the fuck's supposed to happen when he's 10, 12, and he's just looking around and all this fucking wickedness? What do I say then? That shit's normal? That's not fucking normal. Just because the world changed, that don't mean you change your foundation, man. That's called integrity. You stand on your foundation and your principles no matter what. You don't fucking change just because the world wants to sit up here and oh, okay, fucking Johnny wants to have sex with a fucking goat, so that's normal. I just read a story, matter of fact, a guy had fucking 13 and a 14-year-old as I think sex traffickers, sex slaves, and the judge sat up there and said that the 13 and the 14-year-old, they were the aggressors, man. What type of wicked shit is that, man? And y'all sit up here, like I said, man, y'all sit up here and fucking think the system's okay. Don't say shit. Still fucking having sex, still sitting up here fucking having kids, man. No responsibility in this fucking community, man. That's why this shit gotta go. That's why 2/3 gonna get cut off. 2nd Esdras 8:50. For many great miseries shall be done to them, that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And all of you have sat here since you fucking been here, since you've been indoctrinated as a kid, pledge allegiance to the flag, all this bullshit. Now you sitting up here walking in pride just like them, man. You got black people, oh, that's black businesses, this and that. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? How we gonna come together? The scriptures tell you that we're not gonna come together on this side. Okay? This is only for the elect, man. This is only for a short few, because so many of you fucking believe in this goddamn system that you want this shit to continue. You don't even have a mindset of a holy kingdom, of wanting a holy kingdom, wanting something better for yourself. How the fuck you gonna sit up here and make a kingdom within a kingdom? We're gonna come together. Have you read about Black Wall Street? It ain't gonna happen, bruh. This is not your country. It tells you in Micah 2:10. You shouldn't be at rest right now. This place is polluted, okay? For many great misery shall be done to them, that in the latter time, meaning the latter days, these days, shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that is the definition of this fucking country. I just said up there, President Trump had a State of the Union last night. That shit was a pep rally. Every other fucking sentence. And I've done this. And I've done that. I mean, what the fuck is all of this, man? It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Nothing he said was true. This is the greatest economy, this and that. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? For those of you who don't understand, who think that, there's that we got out of this government shutdown, this man is going to put up a wall regardless. Okay? So he's either going to basically say that there's a national emergency at the border, which is martial law, which then you will have military, which you do now at the border, but you will have military governing. There will be no fucking police officers. You'll have military personnel on your corners, okay? You'll have a curfew, okay? At that point, if he declares a national emergency, everything you own, all of American assets, all that money that you got in the bank, if he declared a national emergency, he could take all that and say this is for the protection of our country. And you fucking people sit up here and you don't do no research. You just want to go every day just acting like shit is normal, man. That's exactly why you will die with this country. You will fall with this country because you live in great pride. And this is another way of figuring out that these scriptures are talking about Esau, the white man. These people are prideful. Once again, if you look at that State of the Union last night, the whole time, I mean, the guy, his head is straight in the air. You know, you could just see the pride of these people, man. You could just see it. So let me give another characteristic of how we know and understand that Esau, Edom, is a so-called white man. Let's go to Obadiah chapter 1, verse 3. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, though thou dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And once again, who is that? Okay? That's the white man. That's how he feel about everything. That's why they're mad right now and want this wall so bad. In their eyes, this is their country, not understanding that when they came here, we were here first. The so-called Native Americans were here first. You broke over 400 treaties, man, with those people. So the pride of thy heart have deceived them, though thou dwellest in clefts of the rocks. Okay, and once again, if you understood in the scriptures, Esau, Edom is from they're from the Caucasus Mountains. They're cave dwellers. Okay, Before they learned how to walk on twos, they walked on all fours, man. They were in caves. Okay? So how the fuck can people that were in fucking caves sit up here and run the world and think you're gonna have a world that's ran justly? It's not gonna happen. Okay? It's not gonna happen. Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Obadiah 1 and 4. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle. What is America's fucking their mascot? A fucking eagle. What does an eagle represent? You fly higher than anyone. Great pride. Obadiah 1 and 4. Though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So when it says that though thou set thy nest among the stars, these people have satellites, NASA, all amongst the stars, okay? Once again, trying to be the most high, trying to have eyes all over the earth. That's the whole thing with this whole one eye shit. They brought into this one eye system, that white man system. He wants to be like God. That's why he put himself as quote unquote a white man in the face of Yahweh Shai. If you read the scriptures, it doesn't even line up with these people, man. What affliction have they went through? What have they went through? These people were never built to go through nothing. I want to go to 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first. This is what I read, but I just want to reiterate this. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And once again, that son of perdition is Esau, Edom, okay? These people have their whole existence have made sure that the so-called Native American man, the so-called black man, the so-called Latino man, Salakia, would stay oppressed. They can never tell us who we truly are. Okay. I want to also read about I want to talk about the great miseries, man. The great miseries that are coming upon this country. For those of you who don't understand, or those of you who not really seeing what's going on, you got 1.2 million tax returns backed up right now due to this government shutdown. Okay, so a lot of people's tax returns, which a lot of people depend on, aren't going to come back on time. Okay, so even if you say right now you filled out your taxes and you're waiting on your tax returns, with this government shutdown on the 15th coming, you're not going to get those taxes for a long time. And after that, once the government shuts down again, there's going to be no food assistance, no housing assistance. Okay? If you read, once again, if you read 2nd Esdras, I believe the 16th chapter, it tells you about what's going to happen in these coming days, how there's going to be pestilences, how there's going to be a food shortage. Okay? All of these things are coming. These are plagues that are hitting America and are eventually going to hit the whole world. Okay? For oppressing the so-called Native American, the so-called African American, the so-called Latino. These were the 12 tribes. These were the most high chosen seed line. Okay, you've got also a typhus epidemic in Los Angeles, which is that's literally a medieval disease that has came back, and it's a disease through dirt, through trash. Okay. That's a plague, man. Had the fucking polar vortex, the coldest temperatures in United States history within the Northwest region, within the Midwest, that just happened like a week ago. And then a couple days, and it's still outside, it's like 60 degrees today. These are plagues, man. These are signs, okay? The opioid epidemic in the white community. These people are dying at the highest rate ever. Okay, and on top of that, the men are dying so fast that the birth rates for the white families are declining. Okay, so they're dying off faster than they're making babies, man. Those are plagues. Those are plagues. They're not going to tell you in your mainstream media that this is happening. They're going to continue to prop up, just like Trump did last night. They're going to continue to prop up and act like this whole system is still good. The economy's good, everything. Why? Because they have great pride. Make America great again. What is that all about? They don't even give a fuck. Make America great again. That's when we was getting lynched. They have great pride. Come out of her, my people. These people are about to be destroyed. Come back to your power. Come back to your God. Okay? You got, and this was a crazy stat that I read. In 2019, in January 2019, mind you, this is, I believe, February 6th. Okay? So we're like 34 days in a year. So in January 2019, there were 27 mass shootings, okay? 27 mass shootings in 34 days. All done by middle-aged white men. Where in the fuck is the media attention? Why is the media so focused on the quote-unquote black Hebrew Israelites, which we are not black? There's no such thing as black and white. You are either brown or you are red, okay? And this is biblical facts. So why is there no type of media coverage on that? Because once again, this is their system. These people are prideful. They're never going to admit defeat. They're never going to tell you the true, exactly who you are. They're never going to tell you that your God is not white. They're not going to tell you these things. Why? Because that upholds their kingdom. It upholds their system. Okay? So I hope this lesson was edifying. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakal Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. And like I said before, Israel, keep going. Let's keep studying. Let's get back to our God. I hope this message was edifying to those who needed it. Shalom.